The first time I was left alone with her, she cried. 7 years old, fragile. Her small shoulders shook as though I were a stranger intruding in her home. I knelt down, tried to soften my voice. "What happened?" I asked. She looked at me but said nothing. Only tears, silence, and the faint tremor of fear. At first, I told myself it was natural. Her father gone, her mother remarried, a new man in the house. Children resist change. I accepted it. But one night, when her mother was away on business, she came into the kitchen with trembling hands. She pulled something from her backpack, and my world shifted. It was a photograph. She placed it on the table, slid it toward me like it weighed more than she could carry. In it, my wife was smiling, her arm wrapped around a man I had never met. Not a casual smile, not polite. It was intimacy caught in a snapshot. The girl's lips trembled. Mom said, "Not to tell." Her words cracked something inside me. My chest burned, but my face stayed calm. Always calm. Years of discipline had trained me well. Infidelity isn't shocking when it happens. It's the small details. The perfume that doesn't match her usual. The late meetings. The way her phone vibrates face down on the table. I had noticed them. I just hadn't wanted to believe. But here it was, undeniable, handed to me by the daughter who trusted me more than her own mother. I smiled faintly, told her everything would be all right. Then I tucked her into bed. Inside, I was already sharpening the knife of silence. I began quietly. Phone records, receipts, hotel bookings under names that weren't hers. I traced numbers, dates, places. My life became a map of betrayal, and every pin on that map pointed back to her. I didn't rage, I didn't accuse. Outwardly, I remained the attentive husband, the reliable stepfather. I kissed her goodbye when she left for her trips, I helped with homework, I smiled at dinners. But when the house slept, I dug deeper. I listened to voicemails, I read messages she thought were hidden. She wasn't just unfaithful, she was methodical. A double life, built with care, sustained with lies. And the child? She knew. She carried the weight of silence, watching her mother vanish into another man's arms. That kind of knowledge stains a soul too young to bear it. I couldn't allow it. Not for her, not for me. The proof came together like a dossier. Photos, records, a complete reconstruction of her deception. I had enough to end her marriage, her reputation, even her career if I wanted. When she returned from one of her business trips, I waited at the table. The folder sat between us. "Open it," I said. Confusion flickered across her face, then dread. Page after page, her secrets stared back at her. Her mouth opened, searching for lies that might save her. Nothing came. Her hands shook, her breath hitched. You followed me?" I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The silence was enough. She begged, pleaded, swore she still loved me. Her tears fell fast, desperation cracking the mask she had worn so well. I let her speak, let her drown in her own excuses. Then I leaned forward, voice low, precise. "Your daughter told me." The words shattered her. Color drained from her face. She realized then, not only had she betrayed me, but she had forced her child to carry the burden of her sins. It was the one truth she couldn't argue against. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. I only slid the divorce papers across the table, already prepared, already signed. She broke. Not because of me, because the mirror of her daughter's eyes would never let her forget. I left her there, crumbling under the weight of her own destruction. The child slept upstairs, free at last from the silence she had been forced to keep. She would wake to a different world, one where lies no longer ruled the walls of her home. As for me, I felt no triumph, no joy, only clarity. Betrayal doesn't end in rage. It ends in distance. I walked out of that house with nothing but truth on my side. And in that truth, I was untouchable. She had chosen her secret life. I had chosen to end it. And in the quiet that followed, I understood something final. Love dies loudly, but betrayal kills in silence.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.